joined Georgi Karakhanyan, a Bellator fighter. Man, thank you for coming on the show. Glad to have you on. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. I just resting up. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah. So you're competing at Bellator 160 coming up in Anaheim. You're competing against Bubba Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rematch.
Yeah, rematch, and you submitted him in the first round, the first time out. You guys are competing again this time around. How do you feel about the matchup?
I feel good. Uh, I didn't ask to fight him. I wanted to fight somebody else, but Bellator was saying that it makes sense. We're both from Southern Cali.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at the Honda Center, so I'm a true fighter, so I don't care who they put in front of me. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'm down.
Now, you last fought Bubba Jenkins in January of 2015. And both you guys are on maybe a little different career path. I mean, he's on a 2-fight win streak where you're down 2 in a row. Do you think by beating Bubba Jenkins this time around will lead you to a title shot sooner rather than later?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll just put me in the back to the winning column. But yeah, after we fought each other, he went on a I think 3-fight win streak, and then I lost twice. And I mean, he wants to fight me. He's been saying that my good days are gone, that I should not fight anymore. But he's making a mistake.
Yeah.
He's been talking a lot then, huh?
Yeah. Like last time it was cool until the week of the fight when he starts saying those jokes about hide your kids, hide your wife. I know he was promoting a fight, but
yeah,
he went to sleepy time. So this time I'm not
yeah.
I'm not letting the Herb Dean know or the ref know he's out.
So since you didn't ask for this fight, do you think was it Bubba that was just asking for this fight, or was it Bellator wanting to create some drama, and you guys obviously in the area? So
you know what?
What do you think it came about?
I went to MMA roaster podcasts, and I know Adam is close to is really cool with Bubba, and he was saying that Bubba just doesn't. There's no point because I'm on a 2-fight losing streak. He's on a 3-fight win streak, and he wants to fight someone to get the title. But Bellator was pushing this fight, and like I said, I'm glad they put me on that card. So I'm just gonna go out there and fight.
Yeah, it's a big card.
Now, have you changed anything in your training camp to prepare for Bubba and maybe to get back on the win side of things?
Well, of course, I'm gonna be in a good wrestling shape because Bubba is a good wrestler. So.
Right.
Just in case, he tries to lay and pray. But I've been working with a lot of good wrestlers. I'm still at the home at Millennia, just working on adjusting little things and, just trying to be in a good shape as I can.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the card overall? You got like Benson Henderson headlining it with one of the Pitbull brothers, and then you have a bunch of names on the card. You have a Baby Spice, I think is coming
Kimbo.
on there. Yeah, Kimbo Jr. is going to be on there. It's it's going to be a hot card. I think one of the best of the summer, for sure.
Yeah, I think the Ben Henderson the Pitbull fight is going to be a good fight, but I don't think it's a good matchup for Pitbull because he's even small for 45. So Ben is a big 55er, so it's going to be a tough matchup for him.
Yeah. Now after your Bubba fight, you tore your ACL. I think you're getting ready to prepare to fight for the title. How's your knee holding up nowadays? Are you 100% better?
Yeah, the knee is holding up way better than when I fought Weichel, because when I fought Weichel, I was like a stationary target. I couldn't do that much. But the knee is really good right now. And I just, it was just a little bump I hit last year where I had a lot of surgeries, but it's good right now. So it's 100%.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I was looking at your background and all that stuff, and we were both looking at it. And you're a professional soccer player for years. Up until like what age did you stop playing soccer? Because you're a professional in Russia, and then you're also in San Diego, correct? That you were like in the semi-pro leagues and stuff like that, pro leagues.
Yeah, San Diego Sockers.
Yeah,
it was a small MISL team that went out of business, and me and some players went to Mexico.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
A team called Morelia Monarcas,
Okay.
And I was there playing for about 3 months, and then they wanted to sign me under different names, so I said, fuck that, man. I was already behind high school credits. I had to come back, finish the high school, so I had to come back and finish up all that, but it was a good time. I wish I would have stick playing.
Yeah.
I know how to cut weight or anything. You know, that's the only thing that sucks about cutting weight.
Now, did you learn how to speak Spanish while being in Mexico?
Sí.
Oh,
Hablas
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you
Wow.
probably do a lot better than me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Than both of us together. That's pretty
How
funny.
you guys know spam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I look like a burrito, man, but I can't speak Spanish for nothing. But talk about soccer because I know fighters like Jose Aldo was also like a soccer player, and his leg kicks are vicious because of that.
And you have that same whip too.
Yeah,
The same whip.
Do you attribute like your soccer playing with your leg kicks to go hand in hand?
Yeah, you know, because I think just kicking the ball so many times, we get used to that turning. And when I came to MMA and started learning the Muay Thai aspect, it was very easy for me to learn the pivoting, the turning my hips.
Yeah.
So it was just a normal thing, and I think it's just because of playing soccer for so many years.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
And your dad was a Shotokan karate, correct? Like black belt, sambo expert.
Yeah, I hated those days, man. I
I was going to say,
especially back in Russia.
Hard growing up, man. Yeah. And he was a sambo expert as well, so you must have been getting kicks and wrestle all the time, being a kid by your dad.
Yeah, he was really tough, especially my my instructors. But I'll tell you what, those 2 years, I was like, man, I don't want to do this. That's why I found the soccer, so I stick to soccer because in Russia, like, they put a lot of pressure on you. They just try to break you really fast, but good times.
Yeah. And what age did you get back into fighting? Because you went pro in like 2006, right? So what age did you get back into martial arts, or were you always into martial arts?
I started doing jiu-jitsu in the beginning of 2006.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, they just give me the first fight at King of the Cage. But I didn't take it serious until like maybe 3-4 years because I had to work. I had to do like construction jobs and do all that stuff. So the first 3-4 years was really hard, just training, working. But then after that, I took it serious.
Oh, awesome. Nice. And I wasn't saying it's going. I blanked out. Sorry.
So your karate back, like, you went from training jiu-jitsu into fighting like right away. Like, how did that go? Because I mean, you didn't have like an extensive background. Obviously, you didn't grow up doing martial arts like your father was, but you jumped into fighting right away. Were you always fighting, or was it just like a natural thing for you?
No. In soccer, I would get a lot of red cards. That's for sure.
Okay.
Because I was, I didn't like to lose. I think none of us like to lose. But you know, every time our team would lose, you know, I was going to injure somebody.
Yeah.
Because I was playing in center midfield, and I was the one I was always talking to my players, and I would get a lot of red cards. I would get a lot of fights with referees. I got suspended from high school for 2 weeks because I hit the referee.
Oh, wow.
But the fighting was just in me, but not too many street fights. I hate street fights, man.
Yeah.
But my first fight, it was pretty. I was pretty nervous. I'm not gonna lie. When I was walking out, man, I already got tired by the time I got to the cage.
Wow.
It was a good experience, and then I just got used to the feeling. And then the more experience you get, it's the same feeling till this day. When I walk out, I'm like, fuck. It's this unexpected feeling. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But once you step in there and once they say go, it just boom, it goes out the window and you just fight.
Yeah.
Now I know how much you love soccer. Like, soccer is like your true passion. But obviously you don't play because of the injuries that can come with soccer. So is there a hobby that you enjoy doing now instead of soccer that's safe?
That's safe. I would say I do a lot of mountain biking.
Oh, nice.
Mountain biking, you know, because I live right here in the mountains, and that's the one thing I do. But I'll get the ball sometimes and I'll juggle. But, you know, playing with other people, I can, man, because one little injury, then we're, no more money.
Yeah. And what do you make of your division? You have Daniel Strauss as a champ. You have a bunch of the guys at the top. You're at the top. What do you make of the division so far after its current state, and how do you think you're going to get back to like that title contention?
I think the division in Bellator is pretty tough. A lot of good underrated 145-pound fighters there. Strauss is. I know Strauss just had a few surgeries on his hand.
Yeah.
And me and him stay always in touch. I think Curran is pretty tough. Curran should have a good chance, but that Vigil kid. I don't know, man. I know I lost to him, but I think if he fights Pitbull again or Strauss, they're gonna whoop him because he fights too. When you fight in MMA too safe, one day you're just gonna run into somebody that's gonna destroy you. And he fights too safe, especially his last fight against the Sanchez kid.
Yeah.
But I think the division is pretty tough, and a lot of good fighters.
Yeah.
Are you planning on being active in 2016, and how many times do you want to fight this year?
Man, I want to fight as many times as I can.
Yeah.
But hopefully after this one, there's no injuries and they can put me back on it again. But this is my last fight under my contract with Bellator,
wow.
so we will see what happens after this.
Are you gonna go to the free agent market and kind of test the waters there, or are you happy with Bellator?
No, I'm gonna test it again.
Okay.
I had some. Ray Sefo has been calling me a lot, so we'll see. So
World Series, yeah.
we'll see, but I don't know about UFC, but I'm also talking to Russia too. It's a organization called Fight Night.
Okay.
And
we could go back to WSOF, man, because you're a former champ there, so we kind of could go back to the organization and maybe build your name a little bit more, and maybe you can go back to Bellator or the UFC in the future.
Yeah, UFC's. I done a lot of stuff. UFC asked me to do a lot of stuff, beat a lot of opponents, and then at the end of the day, they didn't sign me. So it just, I'd rather just go places where they're gonna pay me a lot more than
because you have a lot of options now. You have like obviously in Russia, you have events over there. You have ONE FC in Asia. You have a bunch of options for yourself.
Yeah, ONE FC.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Ryzen in Japan.
Ryzen in Japan.
Japan is the shit, man.
Yeah. So a lot of fighters are testing the free market now. There's a lot of talk of fighter association. What's your thought about all that stuff?
Oh, I think it's you talking about the Fighters Association, the one that Mark Hunt, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that one. I agree with Mark Hunt. They should pay him at least his win bonus from Brock Lesnar, but I don't know, man. A lot of fighters are getting popped for all the steroids and this, that. It's fucked up, It's this has been going on for a long time, and they just barely. They're
barely dealing with it. Yeah.
Now, what about you? Like, how do you feel about the whole like steroids or drug testing? Do you feel like other promotions like the UFC should be doing, high level testing like USADA?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There should be 100%.
Yeah.
I don't agree about cannabis. If they find cannabis in your system, it's
yeah.
But other stuff, they should get strict on that, man, because at the end of the day, it's our health, and if I'm going against someone that's putting all the needles on his butt and doing all this stuff, it's like it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, besides money, like, what's one thing they look for, as far as signing to a new promotion? Besides money, is it like the level of fighters that a promotion has, or maybe some of the benefits or sponsorships, or what is it that attracts you to a promotion besides the money aspect of it?
Oh, besides the money, just signing with any promotion, or you?
Like what promotion will make you want to sign with a promotion that besides money?
I think at this point in my career, just gaining the respect to respect me, like treat me like a professional, and of course money matters, but just treating us like professionals, and taking care of us.
Yeah,
good stuff.
All right, Georgie, man. I want to thank you guys, you for coming on, man. It's been awesome talking to you. We look forward to seeing your fight. Was it August 26th?
Yeah, August 26th at the Honda Center or Spike TV.
Yeah. Let the fans know where they can find you on social media, like how they could get a hold of you, all that stuff.
They could get hold of me on Instagram at Georgi MMA, Twitter at Georgi MMA, and then I have a Facebook athlete page.
Yeah,
awesome.
So if they need anything, I'll respond back to them.
Right. And do you have any sponsors you want to kind of give a shout out to?
Sponsors, let's see. I would like to give a shout out to Original Grappler. But other than that, who? Let me see. Amy and Brian, Coconut Water, Garden of Life. But the rest of them, we're just negotiating. So,
all right. Yeah. Good answer. So wish you nothing but the best, and we'll see you hopefully in August, my brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
All right. Peace.
Take care.